Okay. Here's a scale ticket that I got this morning. And the sun's going to kind of mess things up a little bit. Okay. Here's a scale ticket that I got this morning. As you can see, you go to a legal place to get it, a CAT scale to get it. So you can see that in the front, those are steer axles. It's 11,900. Okay. So that's actually 100 pounds. And maybe, I'm not sure, I'm not in school, but I think it may be 14,000. I don't know what the limit is, but I still think it's 12. So it's 100 pounds less than what would be illegal on the steers. This is the first set. These are the drives. All right, and then here's the tandems. But if you look real closely, what you want to do is you want to get it as close as possible. And down here is my total. So out of 80,000 pounds, I was 76,940. Now that's the truck, the trailer, and the load. That's all together. That's the total gross weight. But what you want to do is you want to make sure that you have that these are, and some of you can already see this already, that these are as close as possible. If I'm looking at this correctly, I believe I'm about as close as you ever or anybody is ever going to get. So out of 76,940 pounds, I was off by how much between the two? Now again, this can't be more than 34 and this can't be more than 34. But how much am I off? Either one of those? 0. You don't find that very often. And this wasn't put in there it wasn't put in there manually. This is actually what my load weighed. So if you look at that, I wasn't a pound above or below difference. So that's pretty cool. And you really don't see that. I don't care. I don't care what anybody says. That's pretty cool. And I saw that this morning. It was kind of good. Now you don't get any prizes for it. And what you really want to do is, it's kind of a preference. Most people want to have the front be, depending upon the weather, when you have rain or something like that, you want to have this be, your drive axle be a little bit heavier. That way, because if you have this heavier than this, what you're going to have is you're going to have the rear of the trailer, or you have the trailer that's going to be heavier, and your trailer is going to kind of swing back and forth. So you can't do that. Is that making everybody sick? Hopefully not. Oh my God, that looks like an elephant right there. I'm playing a little bit because I'm tired. That's my elephant trunk right there. Elephant trunk finger. So, but anyway, I'm just playing. But that's my finger. Anybody want to pull it? Can I pull my finger? No, never mind. That's gross. That's horrible. All right, but that's pretty good. And that's what you have to have. So that was a pretty heavy load. I was about 3,100 pounds less than what it would be as far as my limit. So, you pull that down the road, going up and down hills and around corners and things like that. You got to be careful. So, and that's usually what shippers will do. Shippers will try to put as much as what's legal on a trailer, and then just kind of say, "We'll go with it." There have been times when people have gone back out, and this number has been over 80,000. Well, you can't do anything about this number. This number you can't do anything about other than go back to the shipper and tell them to take something off. Because no matter what you do to your tandems, and again, what you're able to do is you're able to take the trailer axle and you're able to slide it forward or back, depending upon, and by sliding it forward and back, it'll raise or lower this number. And you want to be, you want these numbers to be, fairly close. You want to be, because you want balance. And then this number you really can't do really too much about. That's usually how much my tractor weighs all the time. 11,900, 11,800, depending. That also has to do with fuel. So if I was probably at a half tanks there. So that's how much my tractor would weigh, about a half tanks. But you got to be careful of this number. It can't be going over 80. So, I'm sorry, 80,000. So you got to be real careful. But that's just a quick lesson in scaling, and I thought I did pretty good.